Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Growing Clip Bonsai for Seniors. My name's Tom Novak. I know it's a Sunday, and it's February 26th of 2023. It's a Sunday evening. It's about 20 minutes to 8 o'clock in the evening. It's 35 degrees Fahrenheit or 2 degrees Celsius. Today we're going to do a new lesson. You're going to learn 1 plus 2 equals 3 plus PS. Well, the 1 plus 2 equals 3 is going to be my Geranium, because believe it or not, it's got whatever what it flowered, the seeds dropped, and we got 2 seedlings coming up. And the PS is the Philodendron scandens. We're going to do a leaf attempt. The originals we did with the hibiscus didn't take, so I tried a Fabian Aurelia leaf and an avocado leaf, and let's see what happens with that. But this one I'm just going to use, here's the Philodendron, and we're going to take the leaf. I got my scissors and peroxide, they soaked real good, and we're going to take the leaf and cut it. And, well, wipe it off in the shirt, that's why God made shirts. And the leaf should fit the long way, so remember, we're going to cut it along the vein. Let's put this down so you can see what I'm doing. And if you go to Hobby Lobby, all the spring flowers, all the flowers there are 50% off. So that's pretty good. So right now we're going to cut along the vein. I didn't find any powdered rooting hormone, so I have to get that. But for now, I'm going to have to put the Clone X into the soil after I make the slot. So we just cut along the vein. There's the vein. And here's our 2 cuttings. And then we're going to make we're going to measure the length. We're going to just do I'm using straight vermiculite on this one. Maybe this will help, I don't know. But we'll give it another try, because this is more of a sterile media. Okay, so let's take the leaves like that. Take the Clone X. I'm just going to put a little bit in. Just dropping it into the soil. Into the perlite, not perlite, vermiculite. And then we're going to just take the leaves and stick them in. Make sure we get the tip in. Then we're going to push it shut on the leaf, because with that other soil I might not have had good contact. But hey, you live and you learn. So we're going to get this open a little bit more. Just like that. We got our nice little trench in there. Let's get the leaf in there. Get the bottom. And we'll see if this roots. Now, from class, we did it. I don't remember which one we did it on, but it did root. The leaves did put out some babies. I couldn't find my notes, but that was a long time ago. Now see, this leaf is not in. This one is in. You got to make sure we got good contact here. And let's see if I can do this again with this one. Just poke it in, poke it in. There we go. Should make it. And I didn't think it'd take this long to do this little project, but maybe I should have did it beforehand. See, now this one's not into the soil, it's part of the leaf. So we're going to take the vermiculite and build it up and just squish it in. And we'll see what happens. We'll go from there. And then I got my floral wire so we can make our hoop house. over the top. And I just got this little egg. And there we go, something to do. Well, we got to see if this experiment works. Worked in school, but I can't for life remember which one we used. So we'll go from there. Put this guy on the side. And now we're going to do the scented geranium. And as you can see the little geraniums right there. And I got 2 little pots for the geraniums. We're going to use this pot. We're going to use the Sun-Grow Black Gold Cactus Mix. And I got this on 7/27 of 2021, so it's good to keep your markers and remark it when you're done doing the stuff. So we're going to go along the side here, just with our chopstick, so we can get it out. But you can see the long leggy length it's got because it's reaching towards the sun in the basement window on the east side. So if you can picture, I got the 3 windows. So the sun used to be here in dead winter. Now it's moving to, used to be here, now it's here. Then it'll go here, here, and then all the way to here. So that's how I know my seasons. But before we do anything, okay, I can take this out of the peroxide. I'm going to cut this back because it's long and leggy. I'm going to cut it to there. And this piece is just a long leaf. Cut off some of these. This is a dead branch. We'll cut that back to there. Well, Tom, you're in the way. So let's get you closer here so you can see what I'm doing. And these don't look like they're living. No, that's dead. So we're going to have to cut this all the way back to here. So I'll get my ironwood needle nose, and we're going to cut this one. We'll go above here and see if it's still living. Nope, you can see it's dead. So we're going to cut it right back to here, just like that. Cut these long ones off. Just like that. Cut off some of these dying ones, because this thing should need a repot. And then let's see if we can get this out. There we go. Just like that. Leave some of the, take some of this potting soil out. There we go. And Tom, you lost your screen. The screen's still good, so we'll stick it in. And then we'll put some water into our container here so we can do the underwater root rig for these little guys. So let's put it up here so you can see what I'm doing. Get it closer. Now, don't mind me, I'm all discombobulated here. Okay, Tom, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have to take this in here into the water to get everything apart, because it's in there like you wouldn't believe. And then we're gonna take our chopstick and we're just gonna let it soak. And just get it out a little at a time, what we can, so we don't try to lose the little ones. Just getting a chopstick in there, firing it in, loosening up that soil. And this one broke, so we lost this guy. It wasn't quite ready. It was too attached to Mama. So, that's the fortunes of doing bonsai. I should have let them soak a little longer. So let's see if we can save the other one. It was probably really attached. Hey, you make a mistake, you make a mistake. But this is the first time I got geranium from a seed. Never planted the seeds before. So let's see if we can get, so you can see it, it's really attached to the root there, so maybe is this a sucker? I don't know. Or is it a seed? No, it's in there deep. So let's see if I can coax it out of there. And we got some of the root with it. You can see that. So then, because it's so much root lost, so you take some of this stuff off. There's just these two little roots we got out of it. So it might have been attached to the mother plant real tight. So we're going to stick it in this deeper pot. All I'm going to do is just take a piece of paper towel, just a piece, stick it into the bottom. So we live and we learn. Tom, what'd you do with it? Oh, here he is. And I got some, I mixed some sand with 3/4 cup sand with a 1/2 cup of peat moss and 1/4 cup of worm castings. And all we're going to do is stick it in into our little pot. Use the back end of our spoon to tap it in. Get it in deep there. And then we're going to put this little guy right here. And then we're going to see if it'll root and live. So if you goof up, you goof up. Hey, this is live YouTube. While I'm filming it, I don't have no way of editing. So, I'm not fancy schmancy, everybody. You see if I make a mistake, hey, what are you going to do? It's on the air. So we got it a little bit deeper. Just like that. Oh, you didn't see what I was doing. Come on, Tom, get all this stuff out of the way. So we got it in. We'll cover it. And then we'll see how Mama's doing. Okay, we got that. And we'll get the spray bottle. Give it a little squirt. So we don't poke the soil all the way through. And put them on the side. And we'll see if it roots. I don't know. And we'll put it here for now. So let's get Mama out. And you can, I don't know if you can see all the, now let's put Mama over here. And you can see all the perlite in here that's coming off with this. So I had really a fast draining soil mix on this thing. But we're not going to take it all off. We're just going to take about a, what is that, about 1/3 of the root. Take these, just like that, if you can see it. There we go. And there's Mama. So, maybe Mama can look good this way, and you can see the trunk movement. There's the back end. So, put this on the side. We'll get my cactus mix. Here's my cups. And we'll put some in. Now you know what today is. Today's Sunday. And you don't know what other show I used to watch when I was a kid. Wait, what do we got? Ah, I almost forgot my root pack. put that in here. And you don't have to water it. I mean, soak it or anything, just when you plant it. So we got our root pack in there, our micos. And this is all wet here. So we're going to put our little one, I think this way. Just like that, look at that. And you got a nice scar on the trunk there. I know a lot of people like the scars. But what are you going to do? But today's Sunday, and as a kid, before Lawrence Welk came on, we used to watch Gunsmoke with Matt Dillon, Miss Kitty, good old Chester, and Doc. And that's when it first started out. You can see Matt walking up on the boot hill and telling you about the next story that's coming in. And if you got Decades TV, they got the original Gunsmoke when Matt and Miss Kitty and Chester, when they were on there, and good old Doc. I mean, those were memories. That was a good show. Okay, after you fire in the chopstick, let's put it in like that. Get some more, put it around. I was watching that binge all day today. When I seen that, I said, hey, I missed this as a kid. So if you got Decades TV, it's on. There. Now I'm going to do poke it, poke it, poke it, poke it. Get that soil into the root system. I got my bamboo skewer there. There we go. There, just like that. And we'll get our spray bottle here. Open the nozzle up so we can get it. Take the surface tension out and then the water will go in nice and smooth. There we go. Remember, tonight's family night. Shut that phone off. Stay with the wife and kids. They want to call you, tell them, don't call me unless it's an emergency. And if you're going to call for an emergency, one ring, hang up, one ring, hang up, one ring, hang up, and call again. Because if you call like that and you want to talk gibberish, nope, I'm with my family. But those of you that have grandparents and they're all alone, or aunts and uncles, give them a call. See how they're doing. Don't be afraid. Family's family. Remember, family's first. Always. So there, we got our little geranium started here. Now you're going to say, Tom, you got all that perlite up there. Well, what are we going to do? What are you going to do? I don't know. What are we going to do? Well, first I don't get my shirt all dirty. We're going to wipe off some of this grit and stuff off the hands. Now we're going to wipe the edge of our pot. Just like that. Now we got our tree going here, so what are you going to do for a landscape? You don't know. We got to cover this up so we can take some of our little mix that we had for the little pot and put it on there. It pays to get a good long spoon because then you can put your top dressing on. See? Don't be afraid. Just do it. You can watch me 1,000 times, but if you don't do it, you ain't going to learn. You fail, you fail. You try again. My crepe myrtles, I don't know if they're going to grow. Might have planted them too early, but I think a couple survived out of the seedlings. But we had to do it. And you've seen the root system, how strangled they were getting. So we got this on. Get that out of our way. Sorry if I'm in your way. Let's see if I can get you a little closer here. And then we're going to take our spray bottle, wet in the soil. Get it good and wet. And then wipe the pot. Now you can say, it looks plain and ordinary. Well, that's your pot. But if you want, now you know you can go to the aquarium shops and go and get the rocks. But for the bag, it's like a little over $5. Hobby Lobby $3.99. So what I am going to do is, let's wipe the shears off and cut the tag, and there we go. It's a bit of a mess, but what are you going to do? Then you can take some stones, and we're going to push that down a little bit more. Got to get everything in good contact. Water did run out. And we can put this here. And this one here. Into the soil. Now you're just going to make something a little different. Just like that. Put another one over here. Another one. Let's see if we can find a little bit smaller one over here. Like that. Put that on the side. And then, because this looks like a moving stream, then you take your water and just put it in over it as it's coming around. Oh, it's not the old Susanna song, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. There we go. And this simulates, because when you have a stream, it's not, you know, some of them are flat, but you also got rocks in there. And just pour it in like it's going through, just to the end. Just get it in. Then we'll get our Peace River gravel. We'll fill our cup up so we can work with it better. And then we can put it along the edge. Who says bonsai has to be plain? You can say, Tom, bonsai's for the tree. Sure it is, but you can also have a little decor. The tree is going to be situated on a nice little piece of land. There we go. And this is just something plain and simple what you can do. You can get the water on Amazon. That's where I got it. You get a 2-pound bag. It wasn't that bad. The shipping's what costs, but what are you going to do? See? Just like that. And then put our rock down, get our water. It's like coming around the bend. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. I don't know if you guys ever remember that one. And there's the other song, Oh Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me. So So if the water's on the rock, who cares? That's water. So let's brush the sides off. Just like that. Press in our water. And then we'll take our bottle, because you can see how light blue it is. But when you water it, it's not like sand where it washes off. But you can see, once you wet it, how dark it looks. So when you create a stream, or if you create a dry bed, just don't put the gravel in and the edges and the rocks on the side. Don't forget, there's rocks in the middle where the water hits and flows and ebbs and everything else. So just like that. And then it goes floating off to another spot. So there's our geranium. I'll put it in the east window. We're getting more sun there now. That's the back side. You can see the woody trunk on it, so don't forget, this is the center geranium. What's the name of it? It's called mosquito. But it's Pelargonium quercifolia. I don't know if you can read it. I can't pronounce the names that good, but that's what it is. And then I'll take a marker and I'll put a line under here, and then I'll put the date on there that we did today. And go from there. So today's family night. Don't want to hold you up. Ooh, long video. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's family night, and here's Kevin. Sacking away there. He's sleeping. So, it's family night. Don't be afraid to have a cup of tea and spend time with your family. It's family night. Put on some Gunsmoke. That was good. Man, it was great. And then put on some good old Lawrence Welk music when music was music. And then you can see all the old car commercials in there. There's the Dodge commercials. Then I'll have some Plymouth commercials. All the old ones back in the 50s. That's when they made cars. Those big, good bumpers. So you take care, everybody. Have a good night. Family night. Cup of tea. Relax. Enjoy the family.